peas in difficulties with wounded lips and salted cheeks.
Oh my gosh, Rapunzel, your hair looks so good. Thanks, Pokey. It grew back a little since I last cut it. I'm trying to get it back to its original length of 1 mile.
Oh my gosh, Ariel, are those new seashells?
Oh my god, I can't believe you noticed. Eric got them for me for my birthday. I like these so much better than the quality of the ones back in England.
England? It's been a while since I thought of England.
Do you guys even remember the days back in England?
Of course! Yeah, when I brought everyone to this new colony, I remember it so clearly.
This is a story of how I, James Oglethorpe, founded Georgia, and it all starts with Columbus. Now, once upon a time, Columbus traveled from Europe and landed in the Bahamas. After this, exploration took off. Country after country had different motives to settle in the New World, and so they all traveled across the sea. You see that land over there? That's America. Remember that land, it becomes important. Well, centuries passed, and a hop, skip, and a bump away, there was the Kingdom of England. The kingdom was ruled by a beloved king, George II, who wanted to colonize America. We chose land that served as a blocker to stop the Spanish expansion. Originally, we brought over 35 families. The king noticed the overpopulation of prisoners who were indebted. They only occupied a packed and clustered space. I, a trusted parliament member, decided to bring prisoners to the New World to start a new life in 1733.
Think of that place, isn't it neat? Wouldn't you think the New World's complete? Wouldn't you think over there, that place has everything? Think of that land, riches untold. How many wonders can one world hold? Think about it, you'd say, sure. They've got everything. They've got gold and silver aplenty. They've got freedom and riches galore. You want a choice of religion? They've got plenty. But we're scared and we're in debt. But we want more. I want to be where the people are. I want to see them farming, walking around on those, what do you call them? Oh, fields. Living in England won't get you too far. The New World's required for fur trade and lumber. Trading our products with those, what's the word again? Indians. Over where they walk, over where they run, over where they farm all day in the sun. Debt free. Wish I could be part of that world.
But you're forgetting something. It wasn't all fun and games in the New World. In the beginning, things were really difficult.
The days were long and full of tedious work. Diseases such as malaria and typhoid also killed so many people. It wasn't fun there. It wasn't a fun time.
Making a living in the New World was a challenge for every family.
I remember waking up in the morning and thinking, when will my life begin?
7 a.m. the usual morning lineup. Being overcrowded with people and so unclean. What a surprise, there are more and more people dying. 'Cause in this horrendous place there's violence and disease. Nobody pays attention to any of us. I'd like to add there's no food to fill all my needs. Right now I'll work enslaved until the end of the day. Just wondering when will our lives begin.
When we first got here, the land was inhabited by the Creek and Cherokee tribes, but it was sparsely populated. The Yamacals were another nearby tribe. It was a perfect place for the impoverished and the persecuted people of England.
Oh yeah, and the Salzburgers, the religious Protestants, established the town of Ebenezer, where people found relief from poverty and persecution.
Georgia was considered a melting pot because Puritans, Lutherans, Protestants, Quakers, and several other groups were welcome to settle there. The only religion that was not welcome was Catholicism.
At first, I tried to reach an understanding with the Indians because they had the potential to become an important element of Georgia's economy. We needed to gain as much Indian support as possible because they had enough people to raise a considerable number of warriors for battle. I knew that their alliance could help weaken the French and Spanish military, as well as reduce the threat of Indian attacks. However, they turned against me because they were convinced that I was taking their land.
European! First, when you all came here, you were different. Your arrival meant not much to our lives. What happened to the friendship from beginning? Well established when you colonists arrived. We traded sleeves and deer skins for textiles. Us Greek Indians all held our trust in you. At one point we meant something to you English. And your economy once taking us too.
I remember when the trustees were in control of Georgia. Originally, there were 21 members, but this amount was later increased to 71.
I was so honored to be chosen as governor, guys. I banned slavery, so Cinderella didn't have to work so hard anymore. Also, I prohibited transportation of alcohol. I remember putting restraints on the amount of land one could own as well.
Yeah, this continued from 1732 to 1755. After 12 years of this government, we became unsatisfied with the prohibition of alcohol and slavery, so we protested.
I brought these complaints to the king, and he approved the authorization of slavery and alcohol in Georgia, mostly because alcohol would help improve the economy and promote trade. Slaves and plantations became a major part of our economy. At one point, slaves took out about half of our Georgia's population.
We worked very hard on the plantation, growing tobacco, corn, vegetables, grain, fruit, and especially rice, which was the most important cash crop along the coast.
The economy in Georgia also depended on the natural resources that were there besides farmland. These included lumber, furs, indigo, and fish.
So we became the royal colony in 1752. The trustee had an unsuccessful institution of self-government, which led them to give up before the 21-year charter ended.
We settlers, with the exception of slaves, sorry Cinderella, were able to vote and set up our own assembly, under the supervision of the governor that the king chose, of course.
Cinderella, Cinderella, night and day, it's Cinderella, make the fire, brings the breakfast, do the dishes, do the mopping.
And the sweeping and the dusting, they always keep me hopping.
She goes around in circles, she's very, very dizzy, still they hollers.
Keep it busy, Cinderella. Have to do it, have to do it. Have to work for the masters here. They have to get all of these products. There's only work for me. We'll go to the trade market, selling fur, cotton, rice, and lumber, exporting all the products to the many colonies in the New World. Hurry, hurry, hurry. And I work on the plantation, got no time to dilly-dally. We gotta get it going.
I remember when you guys first came and males outnumbered females by 2 to 1. The population was barely growing because the reproduction rate was so low. The scarcity of females forced settlers to overlook ethnic differences.
Over time, Georgia, the last English colony, was established and grew and prospered into what it is today.
Georgia turned out great.
Maybe for the non-slave population, we contributed so much for the economy.
At least your dress is cute. Where'd you get it?
I made it, of course.
Nobody pays attention to any of us. Okay, wait. Oh, wait, you need to.
Oh, is that when it starts?
You over there, they understand. Bet they don't force Catholicism.
Guys, can I be like...
Are you putting this on Snapchat? No?
No, it's from Boomers. Oh.
You're at the Boomers,
Can I be like in all the music? Can I be in all the music videos and just like stand there like... Because I'm not... Thank you. Wrong way, wrong way, wrong way.
I got stuck.
Because you...
Did you just throw the rock?
And I know every rock
entering has a life, has a spirit, has a name.
If it has a life and a spirit, why are you throwing it?
Cinderella, Cinderella, night and day, it's Cinderella. Make the fire, fix the breakfast, wash the dishes, do the mopping. And the sweeping. Cinderella.
It's gonna be some good
Show
videos.
her doing the thing too.
Yeah, I know. But I need to like move back, but I don't want to.
Oh my gosh, can you guys do like 1, 2?
Oh my gosh, can you guys please?
Yeah, and then you know how you go
You have
up.
to say, okay?
Ready? Out.